Hi everyone, I hope you all are great. Today we will have possessive nouns. First, you have to log in using the a+10.com. Click on your name, move on to language at the grade 6. Chapter is possessive noun. Lesson is identify plural, singular possessive, and plural possessive from the singular or plural possessive. So after clicking on the a+10.com, you move over here and you click on your name. Then you go to English, which is also language arts, and you scroll down to grade 6. So we have what possessive nouns. Okay. So you click on possessive nouns, and we will continue the two lessons or finish up the two lessons on the possessive nouns today. Alright, so we have identify plural, singular possessive, and plural possessive. Alright, so a possessive noun shows who or what. Okay, so who or what owns something or has something. Okay, so it shows what possession and what ownership. Okay, so that's what the possessive now shows us. It's either possession or ownership because it said who or what owns something or has something. Okay. Now when a noun is singular, you have to add an apostrophe and s to form the singular possessive noun. So if you have a singular noun, you put your apostrophe, you add s, and then you'll be able to form the singular possessive noun. Okay. So for instance, we have here mat, glove. So because it is singular, we have what? Mat, glove. Okay. So we have here Mart's glove. Right. Now we have the bird and we have what? The bird's wings. Now the birds, because it's singular, right? So the bird's word wings. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's what we have for the singular possessive. So moving over to the plural possessive. Now plural means what? More than one and so many, right? So when a noun is plural and ends in s, just add an apostrophe to form the plural noun. So you know that plural usually end with s like this. So you just put your apostrophe after the s. Okay, so when a noun is plural and ends with s, you just add your apostrophe to form the plural noun. Just like we have the boys, right? Boys is plural already. So you can say what? The boys camp. Okay? So you put your apostrophe after the S. Okay? We have the school. Okay, so the schools, right? Then we say what? The schools teams. Okay, the school's team. So you put your apostrophe after the S. Okay, like this. Schools. No, we have what? Schools. Okay, no, not here. We have it after the S. Okay, so this is it for plural nouns. Then when a noun is plural and does not end in S, so like plural, some plurals that don't end with S, you have to put your apostrophe and then S. So for example, we have children, okay? Children is already plural but doesn't end with S, so we put apostrophe and S, okay? The children's toys. Now we can also have for example, the women's potluck. Okay, so women is already a plural noun that doesn't end with S. So you can just put your S, you can put your apostrophe, okay, then you put your S. So the women's potluck. It could be the men's games night. Okay, so that is what you have for the plural possessive and also singular possessive, right? So remember that the plural noun, it tells us that something is more than one, could be two and above. Okay, plural, we have plenty of that thing, not just one. Okay, so what is the word in bold? The performers. Okay, so performers. Uh-huh. Song and dance rhythm included acrobatic tricks and that through the audience. So the performance is just with S, right? So this is what? A plural noun. Okay? So the biologist studied DS hoovers to look for evidence of nutritional problems or diseases. We have what here? Can you tell me on the chat what possessive noun this is? So what do you think is this word? Is it singular possessive, plural possessive? Tell me your answer on the chat. Alright, so over here we have what? Singular possessive. Okay. Then here we have fortunately there were no homes or other buildings in the tornado's part. So we have tornado. Okay, tornadoes. What is the possessive now here? All right, so for the tornado, we have what? Singular. Okay, so we have singular, possessive. Okay, all right. Here, as the athletes filed onto the field, the crowd erupted in applause. What do we have here for athletes? Is it singular, plural, or plural possessive? All right, so what do you think is the answer here? Okay. So for these athletes, we have what? Plural now. Okay. So yeah, let's move over to the test and you can share your answers with me. If you have any question, you just ask me, okay? Alright, so what is the word in bold? When the movie Shrek was first released in 2001, it was well received. Critics' reviews were enthusiastic and full of praises. Plural possessive or singular possessive? Send your answers in the chat. So what do we have here? Is it the first or the second? Hi to you on the chart. Okay, so we have what? Plural possessive noun. Okay, so plural possessive. Tourists are attracted to the island's clean, mellow beaches and inexpensive hotels, first to second. So we have what? Plural possessive. Our representative's voting record has proved to be popular even among those who were her vocal critics first to second. So is this singular possessive or plural noun? Okay, so we have a singular possessive noun. Then the president carefully considered the board member's suggestion before she made her final decision. First to second. So is it plural possessive or singular possessive? Okay, so we have the plural. Okay, next off we have Mark has tried several chicken pot pie recipe, but he has yet to find one that meets his standards. First to second. Okay, so is it plural possessive or the plural noun? Alright, so we have the plural noun. Okay. Alright, that's it for this lesson. We'll move on to the next one. But tell me, do you have any questions before we continue? Alright, since we have no questions, we'll continue. So we have form singular, plural, possessive. Alright, so we know that possessive now shows us what or who owns something. So possession and ownership. And then um the singular possessive, you just need to add apostrophe and s to a singular noun and it becomes singular possessive. And then when a plural noun ends in s, you just need to put your apostrophe to make it the possessive noun. So just like we have the boys camp. Alright, so just like we have the boys camp. Okay, so this is what plural possessive. And then when a plural that does not end in s, okay, we have plurals that doesn't end in s, you have to add your apostrophe and s to those kind of plurals, just like children, then children's, or women's game, for example. Okay, so here type the possessive form of the given noun, the astronomer's discovery. Can you tell me the possessive form of this noun, this particular noun on the chat? Can you send it to me? All right, so for the possessive form, we have here astronomers because it's already plural, so you put your apostrophe after. And then here, this manuscript authors, so you have to put apostrophe after the manuscript, okay? So let's go to the test and share your answers. I want everyone to participate, okay? Let's continue. Alright, so some employee salaries, type the possessive form of the given now, first to second. Alright, so here we have the first one. Then a blacksmith tools, first to second for the possessive form. Alright, here we have the second one. Then the delegates press conference, first to second. So what do we have here? Is it the first or the second? So we have the second or the first. Alright, the first one because it's plural possessive. Our grandparents' advice. First, the second. So we have what grandparents, the second one. Then this charity purpose, is it the first or the second? The possessive form. Alright, so do we have the first, the second? What's the right one here? The second. So the architect office, first to second, what's the right one here? Okay, so here we have what's the what first one? Okay, thanks for your answer. Then the narrator's office, first voice, the narrator's voice, first to second. Alright, so what do we have here? The first or the second? Okay. Okay, we have the first. Alright, that's it for our lesson today on the possessive noun. Can you tell me if you have any question? Okay, since we have no questions, we'll end here. Make sure you complete this lesson if you haven't. See you next time. Bye.